Hi folks, this is Jax coming at ya, and welcome to the first part of my brutal campaign guide, which obviously means we're doing Liberation Day. It's a pretty easy mission, pretty good way to break into brutal, but for those who are having any trouble with it, here is my guide. Yay! It's a dungeon crawler mission, and the key with dungeon crawler missions is save, save, save. Pretty much save frequently, and if you feel that you didn't do an engagement as well as you could have, feel free to reload, and this will ensure success. In any case, we start off. I group Raynor as control group 1, the Marines as 2, and the whole group as 3. I think I ended up changing at one point, but that's a fairly good thing. You want to be able to control them both separately and together if need be. But anyway, for the start, there's pretty much nothing there, so we're moving forward, 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 forward. And we're about to run into our first Marines. Now the thing about Raynor is that he is a super Marine. He has lots and lots of health, but you can't let him die. So the trick to this mission is to let Raynor take as much damage as possible so that your other Marines live and get to keep their DPS, but to not let Raynor die, so once he gets into low values you need to keep him at the back. But anyway, this is pretty much how to do it. Start engagements with Raynor and have him mostly up at the front. So I'm moving in now, shooting, pulling back. Didn't keep him as front as I should have, but did that engagement pretty well. There's only one Marine left, so we can just focus fire him down. Trying to do some stutter stepping there, I'm failing because I am a noob. Going forward, finding the statue, or the hologram statue. Not sure if killing these actually does anything for the mission, but it's not like it's difficult or anything, so why not? Never actually tried doing it without, so I don't know if the colonists will still rebel if you don't destroy them all. Anyway, we've got another engagement. Let's let Raynor soak up as much as possible. There I am being extra cautious. And move on forward. Usually with this next part, I let the drop guys take the aggro early, and most of them usually die, but I like the way it ended up with me pushing forward with Raynor first. So you'll see what happens in a second. So I push forward, so they're all coming for me, lose 2 guys, but then all the drop guys pretty much survive. And they're on mostly good health. Had to flee with Raynor at this point, but got the sandwich in and that's all she wrote. So to end up with those forces at this point is a pretty good turnout. You should be able to get the mission from there. I should warn you guys that the save function in the NA servers, which is what I was doing this one on, is different from SEA, which is what I'm used to. So you'll see me messing around with saves for a bit. With the SEA one, you can just double click on an old save to override it with the same name, but in the NA servers, from what I could see, you can't. You just have to either name it the same thing or name it something different. So there's a bit in this movie where I'm just screwing around with saves for a bit because I'm trying to figure out what the heck's going on. But anyway, I'm gonna go and kill another tower, move Raynor back because I can't remember if there's anyone in here. And there's not. So what do I have? I've got 7 Marines in various health and Raynor in low health. So if you can get to this point with that kind of force, then you're in good stead. There's only one real dangerous engagement left, and then the rest gets tanked a lot by colonists, which makes it easier. I remember trying to be really cute here and failing, so I think I have to reload soon. Yeah, I was controlling my Marines, I left Raynor standing there, so Raynor got in the front because he didn't move, and died. If it's not obvious, I'm not the best player, but I did complete the brutal campaign, and I'm getting a knack for macro, so if you follow these guides, you should be able to do it fairly easily. I mean, if I can do it, anyone can do it. But anyway, here comes the piss fighting around trying to find the right save. I'd like to point out that I am really enjoying playing the campaign again. This is like my 4th playthrough. I played it once for the normal and hard achievements on SEA, once for its raid night achievement, once on brutal. So this is the 4th playthrough. I'm still having fun because I'm learning more about the game in multiplayer, so I'm getting better at it in the single player. Yay! Oh dear. I'm trying to save it now. No, I'm trying to figure out the whole save system. I don't get why I have to be different between the 2 regions. Just have one game. Like, the region differences is fine, but the saving thing is really annoying, what I found. After this mission, I just pretty much give up and save it as whatever file name it gives me. Delete the other one so I don't get confused. Alright, so we're going to do this again, and I think I get it right this time. But of course, being a dungeon crawler, the key to victory is saving and loading, so if I hadn't gotten it right, it would have been fine. Why am I pulling back to Raynor? That's just silly. Okay, maybe I didn't get it right. Trying to be very good. It's actually a good point about micro and multiplayer. I mean, micro is a good skill to develop and something that every player really needs to work on. God, I'm not sure about the loads again. But if you're not great at something, don't overestimate your abilities. Stutter step's great, but if it lowers your DPS because you don't know what you're doing, then it's probably not worth it. A move's probably going to be a better option. Right, so I think I've learned my lesson. I'm just going to focus fire this time. Oh, actually, I'm doing it right. I'm putting the healthy guys up front. Oh, I can do something right occasionally. Got Raynor in there, nice and protected, and then they're going to move forward. Bang! See, I'm queuing up focus firing. Obviously, if you focus fire, you kill units quicker. Got a stupid turret shooting at me, and I end with 6 Marines. Pretty good, considering that the colonists do most of the work from here on out. And you want them to. Thankfully, it doesn't matter if colonists die, so yay. And we push forward. I think you've got to like see the Marines first before the colonists move forward, but then they'll do the work after that. Yeah, so you see the Marines and the colonists come in and Molotov cocktail everything. Pretty sure on hard and lower they can take care of it easily by themselves, but apparently not on brutal. So you take care of these 2 side things so the other ones move forward. Now this bit is a little tricky. It's not so much hard, it's just you've got to be careful because the colonists can't kill the Vikings on their own, so you got to make sure Raynor doesn't die. I think I end this mission just with Raynor. Yep, Raynor and 3 colonists survive and take out the tower. That's pretty much how to do it. I didn't do it as smoothly as possible, but yeah, basically you want Raynor to take as much damage as he can without dying, and the earlier on he does that, the better, so that you've got more Marines throughout the whole mission. And it's a dungeon crawler, so just make sure you save and load as required. But yep, there we go, ending cinematic, brutal, mission number 1 completed. It's been Jax, and I hope you guys found that useful. I'll catch you for the next mission.